Much to traders' surprise, yesterday the euro and the pound sterling showed a significant rise. Curiously, the jump was driven by the situation of energy resources. In the mass media, there is a lot of information that the European Union will place embargo on Russia's oil and gas. Notably, Europe highly depends on Russian fuel. That's why Germany's chancellor warned that the ban may stop European economic growth. The comments provided by Olaf Scholz were enough to change the market sentiment, thus causing a rise in the European currencies. However, at the beginning of the year's trade, the currencies stopped gaining in value and demonstrated some signs of a reversal. Now the euro and the British pound are declining against the US dollar amid the fresh news about the energy issue. Today, Joe Biden is going to visit Europe to hold several meetings and negotiations. The White House intends to impose tougher sanctions against Russia. In addition, the US president will try to persuade the European Union to take the same measures. It means that risks for the European economy are still high. If the EU puts the embargo, the euro and the pound sterling will tumble. Otherwise, the currencies will get a strong reason for a rise. At the moment, the British pound is falling a bit faster than the euro due to inflation figures. The UK inflation climbed to 6.2% from 5.5%, slightly exceeding the forecast of 6%. Notably, last week the Bank of England unveiled a new forecast according to which inflation will grow until April, when it may hit a peak of 7.25%. At the first sight, the increase was quite expectable. However, inflation is growing faster than anticipated. That's why the Bank of England's predictions may fail to meet reality. In this case, the consumer price growth pace will be considerably higher. It's an absolutely negative factor. The euro-dollar pair resumed climbing after a short lift, hovering below 1.10. Although the euro recovered some of its losses, the market sentiment remains bearish. Under the current conditions, traders should pay attention to the consolidation process within the range of 1.1010 and 1.1045. The fact is that the process is attracting speculators. A break of either limit of the range may lead to new price swings. And that's why buy positions could be opened if the price consolidates above 1.1050 with a target at 1.1070 and 1.11. Sell orders could be initiated if the price settles below 1.10 with a target at 1.0960 and 09. Meanwhile, the pound-dollar pair managed to break the upper limit of the range of 1.31 and 1.32 after several-day stagnation. The break was followed by a surge in speculative activity, which boosted the British pound by more than 140 pips. The upward correction from the psychological level of 1.30 is still in force. The resistance level is located at 1.33, where we see that the pound sterling is locally overbought. This may cap a further rally and cause a pullback. And that's all for now. We continue to learn developments on financial markets. Subscribe to our channel and follow news with us. See you!